All right, we are ready to do some farming simulator. Let me get the audio on and the camera turned on. There we go. We are in Elm Creek. This is our Elm Creek revisits run. Took a pause from it last week to show off a little bit of the new expansion, and that was a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool stuff in the expansion. In fact, I enjoyed that enough, despite some of my early complaints in the stream. I enjoyed that enough that I started a let's play for that expansion. So there is a Zelanka let's play series. The first episode went up yesterday. Next episode will be up tomorrow. So every other day you'll have, actually every day you'll have farming simulator content of some kind, either Valley Spring or Zelanka at this point. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that Zelanka save right now. Still very early on, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of play through that and see where that goes. But for now, tonight, it is Elm Creek. And I appreciate if you are joining me either live or watching the VOD after the fact. Either way helps. If you can like the video and subscribe to the channel and comment below all the good things that help the channel algorithms and things grow, that would be very much appreciative. But without further ado, let's get into that. Let's get into this today because we actually have a very busy day. Now, we already finished all three of our contracts because we already got a bunch of silage off of the big one, the 71. But we still have a lot still left to do. We still have to bail up this field over here to our right. We got to bail up the field behind us over here to our left. And we also have to finish picking up the bales over here on field 71. I'm turn up the tractor volume just a smidge here. So let's get these picked up and try to get these contracts done, see where that puts us overall, and keep things moving here with the save. I think we're still a little bit away from being able to mow our own fields, if I remember correctly. We'll check this real quick. Let's see, turn on the grass. Yeah, we just harvested the grass, so we still need some time to be able to get our grass fully collected or fully dealt with. Zip over here. Shouldn't take this long to get these dropped off. Now, are we going to sell these now? We're going to hold on to these. I want to say that we were planning on holding on to these. When is the good silage selling month? I mean, yeah, we can get a decent chunk more money if we wait until looks like a January, which is a bit away. Is this our trailer, or did we get this with the contract? Oh, wow, this is nice. Used vehicle sales, stuff for sale. In fact, there's our mower. This is not our trailer, so this is one that comes with this particular contract. So if we do drop these off, we'll have to get us our own trailer later. Which is fine. We can take care of that. We'll get all these picked up here. All right. Sorry, I need to fix something real quick. Somebody's just posting a bunch of silly things on the Twitch channel, and I just wanted to remove those. Not sure what they were doing. All right, let's get these. I guess we'll move these up to the other field so that we can pick those up as soon as we get done with baling them. I don't remember what our next goal was here. Obviously, it's been a couple weeks since we last did this save. Where were we going for? I mean, obviously we got our... We're kind of going for, you know, like a little bit of a repeat of the Elmcreek, the original Elmcreek run, but just hopefully more efficient this time around. Sure, we'll have more than one trailer load once we get all these things up here built up, but it's okay. We'll figure that out here in a bit. I'm actually not sure where we're going to stick these bales. You can stay right here. Now, obviously, this is the save that we can run a couple workers. That was our condition. However, we don't really... None of these jobs that we're doing right now can have workers be used for them. I guess I could have transported the bales with a worker, but really not sure that would have made them that much difference. Oh, it's not going to let us do the strip, is it? No, it's not. Alright, whatever. We'll do the strip on the other side here in a minute. What? I mean, I know the contract's done, but I'm pretty sure I've been able to bail before. This is another thing where it bugs out sometimes. Oh, no, this is 15. Oh, yeah, no, 15 says it's done. You know what? It bugged out. It totally bugged out. Sometimes when you... Because I ended the stream last time, and then, obviously, I saved the game, exit the game. For some reason, sometimes when you exit the game, save the game with it at 100%, it bugs out the contracts, and you can't do anything else with the contracts. That is very unfortunate, because there's some good money to be had over here. We'll check this field too, but I'm not sure that we can fix this situation. Yeah, wow, that's very unfortunate. I mean, there you go, guys. Finish your contracts. I mean, I know that that's a thing, but since this is a live stream and I'm not doing any of my own time, kind of skip ahead type stuff, there wasn't much choice here. Yeah, I guess there you go. If you don't want to be faced with a bug like this, make sure you finish the contracts in the same sitting and don't save your game and try to come back, because that is unfortunate. Now, normally, if I was doing this as an offline save, I would have just log it out, edit the XML file to maybe take off a percentage or something like that. Basically, make it where the contract's not complete, and then finish these up and then do it that way. But because we deserve this grass. This is our grass, so you know we should be able to sell this. That is really unfortunate. That's a few $1,000s right there that we just lost. Oh man, I'm kind of bummed by that. Well, I don't know what to do about that then. Let's get these bales dropped off somewhere. At least we have something. Are these actual silage bit? Is this actual silage? This is actual silage. So this is not having to be fermented or anything like that because it's contract silage. Man, I'm really kind of upset about the fact that bugged out like that. I mean, it's not like we've turned in the contracts yet. We should still have access to the fields. Honestly, I'm tempted to just sell the silage the way it is. I don't really have a place to store it right now. So, I mean, we have to store our own silage because it has to ferment. This is already fermented. So I might just drop this off somewhere. Where's a good place to drop it off right now? Honestly, the bioglass plant right up here. We'll just drop it off here, get it done, get our money, and let's get out of here. I don't know. I'm frustrated that contract bugged out. Lost us a few $1,000 for sure. I mean, I bet we could have gotten at least... And we might have gotten this many bales again. So let's see how much money this many bales will give us. And then we'll take that into account of how much we probably lost by these contracts, you know, not letting us do anything else. Goodness. We just lost $15,000. Probably. All because the contract's bugged out. Man. That is depressing. I'm not going to lie. That is very depressing. Oh, well, at least you guys learned something the hard way. I mean, I knew about it, but I was hoping... Honestly, here's the truth. I was hoping it was my contract mod that was making that mistake, and so I have all those mods turned off for this run. And so I was hoping it was just that mod that broke. It's actually the built-in game that breaks like that. That is really... That's a bummer. We do have another contract we could pick up if we want to go ahead and knock this one out just to get something. But, man, this one is 16, which is up there. I mean, we got all the equipment there. We might as well just knock this one out real quick. Get us a little bit more money, I guess. Yeah, I think we will. We'll just use all this equipment that we've already got up here. Get this knocked out real quick. Alright, so let's go accept that one. I don't want to do the hay contracts. I hate hay. So we'll just accept this contract as is. Oh, I already have 3. Well, that's okay. We can complete one of these other ones. As long as it's not the one we took the lease cost out for. So this one we can collect. And then we'll just grab one of these. I'll grab that one, I should say. And that'll work. We'll get it done. Not the end of the world, just annoying. Alright, we'll get one of our sons to work on this field for us. While we get... Let's see, let's get you to go pick up the windrow we just dropped off. We will need that here in a moment. Now, I don't have the new DLC turned on for this map. The new premium expansion. So we won't have carrots or any of that kind of stuff. I could turn it on, but I don't know if it's relevant because the whole goal of this was just to kind of do a little bit of a repeat of the original Elmcreek. So there's not really much in that premium expansion that would matter towards that. I think our first goal was to get that field below us, wasn't it? As soon as we get that field, that'll help us grow up our overall production per year. So, as soon as this guy gets a little bit further along, we'll come back to you. Let's get you to bring the trailer back up. So if you ever do have a situation where you have contracts that are finished, but there's still stuff for you to do, like it bugs out like that, you can edit the game files and fix a few things. Why are you being dumb over there? Alright, we're okay. I don't know why he's being dumb. I'm sorry, I should not call my son dumb. I mean, we're going to get like 4 bales off of this, but it won't take us more than a few minutes, so I guess we'll get it done here. Guess you can grab the baler. Where did I leave the baler? Over there. There it is. I don't think we're going to get 4 bales. We're going to get like 3, maybe? I love the fact that we have 3 tractors running on this very tiny field. It's a race. Ready? Ready? Drag race. Let's go. Think I win? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I got it. I got a head start though. Our other person doesn't even know what they're doing. All right, fine. You win the drag race because I've got to fix this person who is confused. In fact, you actually need to be stopped as well, so I can get this guy to finish whatever he thinks he's doing. Alright, that is done. Put you off to the side. You are done for the day. Let's grab you, get you lined up for the last pass. And let's get you finished up. Get our 3 bales and get out of here. Suppose one way we could get around the loss of the silage. It's a little tricky, but it technically is our silage, right? Like we deserve that silage. Is that we could buy those fields, collect the silage, and sell them back because we don't lose any money. It's a workaround. It's a little bit a gimmicky workaround, but again, given that is ours, we did the hard work, we put in the effort. Maybe it is a justifiable workaround. I'm actually not sure if we have enough money for those or not. Let's see. If we can afford them, we might do it. Just because, again, it's our... So we have to buy all of that, though. And all of that. So, yeah, we just don't have enough money for either of those. But it's our silage. All right. You know what? We're gonna go a little bit of workaround. This is just for the sake of fixing a bug. We're gonna borrow the money, buy the field, do the thing, sell the field back. Normally I wouldn't do this, but again, oh, it's 260. Normally I wouldn't do this, but it's ours. You know, we've worked for those. I want my money. So let's buy this. Pretty sure this sells back at the same value. Sure hope so. Right? Because we can then select this, right? Yeah, I can sell it for the same value. Okay. Just making sure. All right, so let's get this done. Let's get our silage off of here. We deserve it. It's all okay. Oh, that just canceled the contract. Oh, I should have done the contract first that we were just doing. That's all right. What happened to the other contract? The other contract was for 18, wasn't it? Did we already do 18? I'm just making a mess of things, aren't I? I lost more money. Trying to fix a bug and I make more messes. It's annoying. I hate bugs. As a computer programmer, I cannot stand bugs. All right, well, we definitely need our silage now. So we'll get our silage. We'll get something from all of this, and then we'll move on. I'm very frustrated that bugs out like that, if you cannot tell. It's annoying. I mean, I should have turned that contract into our right first. But I didn't remember us doing field 18 over there. I turned in field 18 already? I'm very confused. I thought we turned in field 15 when I turned the first one in. I must have turned in field 18 and thought I turned in field 15. That's alright. So still give us some money, some value. And again, it is our silage, so I feel like we deserve it. Yeah, we lost the other tractor. Okay. So it was, I just had to add the two fields backwards of which one we'd actually turned in. Oh, we'll get a little bit of money from it. If I thought about this sooner, I could have just bought both these fields, picked up the silage. Well, see, I would still need to turn the contract in, so I don't know what order I would have been able to do it in to get the most of our money back that we deserved. Actually, wouldn't surprise me if this This does not have the silage on anymore, does it? It does not. It has piles around the outside, but the stuff in the middle is gone because I turned the contract in. All right, so we did just lose a whole bunch of silage. It's really, really annoying. We'll just have to be more careful in the future. I'll just have to make sure I don't accept contracts, or I should let me rephrase that. I should make sure I don't finish contracts right before the end of the stream. Unless I'm really legitimately ready to turn them in. Alright, no biggie. We'll get all the money from all this. We'll still be net positive. Just not as net positive as it had worked properly. I mean, it's about half as many bales as we had turned in earlier, so probably what, 6,000 bucks probably. Thankfully, it did not take us long, so not a huge time loss. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, because as soon as I completed field 18, yeah, there was just no way to get the silage back. As soon as I completed the contract in 18, we lost all the silage. Had I just bought the field without turning in the contract, we would have gotten the silage, but we would not have gotten the contract money. So either way, we lose money. There was literally no way to get all of our money from either of these contracts. Now, some contracts, you can actually get more money from the silage you pick up than the contract was going to give you in the first place. Those two were small enough that it would not have. There's not enough here to justify what we lost. Why are you not... Are we actually full? Oh, is this thing full? Do we have a way to see that? I don't think we have a way to see that from here. Yeah, we're not going to buy it, obviously. I mean, I can just leave those sitting there. I think they will eventually just sell automatically. In fact, I bet if I fast forward time, they will sell. Is there any reason why we don't want to fast? No, I think we can. Let's just fast forward a little bit of time. Let's just see if these guys will sell. Might take a day or two, though. Oh, no, these are just fermenting. Oh, these didn't count because they weren't contract. Never mind. I get it. I get it. Okay, we'll have to keep those. So a couple of them did ferment because they were part of a contract. A couple of them didn't ferment because they weren't part of a contract. Contracts are silly. We'll just pick these back up and we will let them ferment on our own. No biggie deal. Oh, that one ferment. That one sold. Not for full value though, so we actually do want to pick these back up, I think. Get what few of these there are, transport over to our farm. We'll just combine them with what we're going to be picking up on our own, and it'll all work out in the end. We lost a bunch of money, but just not something we can avoid, unfortunately. All right, you're going to go there. And you are our tractor as well, so let's get you shipped back over there. That's our baler. That was not our mower that we had, so that's fine. You'll grab the baler, get you transported back over, and then here in a moment we will turn in this last contract to make sure we don't lose that money at least. That's $20,000, $25,000. Cool. All right. All is going to work out in the end. I mean, the fact that we have no debt, I mean, we lost a little bit of time from not being able to sell those, but at the end of the day, it's not like we lost a lot. So we can sell this money, this field back. We got what we needed off of it. It wasn't really worth losing the contract, but it is what it is. And get our money back. So at least we got something back, but again, not a lot. Pay back the loan the same month that we get it. We technically had no debt. That's the same thing as, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want this after all. All right, let's get you figured out where we're going to put the bales. I'm actually not sure. Can't really store them in the barn because the barn is... It's not easy for us to get it out of there. So I think I'm just going to stick them like right here, literally on this hard ground. Easy for us to pick up later. So there's our mower, there's our windrower. Yeah, so all of our stuff is still over here except for our tractor and a baler, which are coming over now. Alright, cool. Bales are good. That's that. Let's turn this contract in before we lose it. We definitely don't want to lose this one. Alright, anything we want to do here? We can do some fertilization, I suppose, but honestly, I don't think it's really what we're looking for. You're already on your way back. Where is... what all equipment do we have on this map so far? So we have the trailer. We knew about that. The tractor, the sprayer, all the grassland stuff. I mean, if we're just going to spray fertilize, we don't really need to use the roller, do we? Now, the only reason I have this is because it can also plant. So I might keep it for a little bit longer, but we might actually sell that one back here relatively soon, just because I might skip the rolling on the grass because fertilizing with the sprayer is just fine and it's just quicker and it's not that much more expensive. Yep. I think we're ready to fast forward to a new month. Still have no debt. Still have no loans. No leases, I should say. Let me double check to make sure I did turn in all the lease equipment. Because, yeah, no lease items, nothing. So we have no debt, nothing, no money coming out of our bank. I can actually take over here. Thanks, son. Yep, Elmcreek. It's a continuation of our Elmcreek run. Alright, were we going to wait one more cycle before we windrowed and baled? I think so. I actually don't remember. I don't think it'll hurt anything if we do wait one more cycle. We aren't going to sell this stuff until January anyway. So we do need a few months for deferment, but... like a period of time, obviously, for deferment. I forget exactly how long. But... May, June, this should be ready in July. Yeah, we should be fine. We can wait one more cycle for sure. Oh, the other big thing though is, do we have enough money for this field? I mean, that's the whole point of getting some money, right? Get us another field here that we can start doing stuff with. What does it have on it right now? No, we definitely don't want sugar beets. So we might... Truth be told, we don't want any of this. Has it already been harvested? That started. It's growing right now. When does harvest for sugar beets? We might actually wait until this harvest for sugar beets is up. That way we can get a clean field that we can just kind of take over on our own and do whatever we want with. So we'll have to wait till October, November for that, just so that field's already harvested. Because I definitely don't want to harvest that myself. And I mean, I could just plow it under now. I guess I'm going to have to plow it later anyway. Because Fields obviously need periodic plowing. Yeah, I mean, I could just plow it under, start going ahead and plant our grass now. What do we got over here? What was this, corn? Sunflowers, okay. I mean, I could get both these fields and plow them under now. Put some grass on them. Because there's obviously, we can plant grass for quite some time longer. Can I get both those fields, actually? Because I might have enough for both those fields. 64, and yeah, I do, actually. Right? One. Just barely. If my math's right, it's a 115, so we're about $15,000 over. Is there any reason why I don't want both of these? I mean, I'd have to get us a plow. I can't afford this field yet, which I do eventually want to kind of join all these up into that perfect rectangle that we like. But get both of these, plow them under now, start putting some grass on them, get at least one cycle of grass, and then kind of go from there. Feels like that's the right move. Hello, deer. Yeah, I think we got the sooner we get fields, the sooner we get volume, the faster we get money. It's kind of really what I'm getting at. I do need to put some lime down as well. And obviously that's going to cost us some money. So maybe I can only get one of those fields and then get the lime. It's probably true. I could also, you know what? I don't have to have the lime to get some value from those two fields. I think the value we would gain from both those two fields without lime is worth more than liming one less field. Because as soon as we get one turn in of silage, we can immediately get the lime stuff and get all of these fields limed. I think that's the way to go. Now we're gonna lose a little bit on our precision farming, but not enough to matter. Wow, you are dirty. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Let's buy, and if we change our minds, we can always sell these back, obviously. So if for some reason it looks like it's not going to work out the way I'm thinking it is, we can make a difference here. And we want to grab the precision farming stuff. Hopefully it's not too expensive. $2,000. How much do we actually have right now? 15,000. Okay, that's I was right about the number. So we want to buy precision farming values for this. Oh, how much is our subsolar going to be? I mean, I'd like a relatively, yeah, it's going to be pretty expensive. We can get a cheap one for now, a 4-meter one, just to get the job done. I say that $10,000 is we're getting close on the money. Oh, we're so close on the money. You know what? I think we can only do the. I think this is going to get too tight. I think this is going to get too close to where we want. Don't, because I don't want to go into any sort of debt. So I think actually we're going to have to sell this other field back for now. We will get it figured out later. We will get this field very soon. As soon as we get our first turn in, we'll be able to get that field. So now I just need to have a little cushion right now, just to make sure we don't go negative or anything like that. Because the whole point of this is not to go into debt. What am I looking for? My brain is. I'm talking and trying to do stuff at the same time. So we will grab one of these subsoilers. I think I'll just grab this basic one, 4 meters. How's that compared to the plows again? Like the plow we were using before was one of these over here, 2.5 meters. Yeah, that's gonna be better already. So we'll grab the little 4-meter subsoiler. We'll use it to join up fields later as well. Field 73 and 53 is where you're settling. Field is grass and the massive land to the left is home for over 200 trees. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, the 73 is, oh yeah, down here. Yep. Obviously I settled this area on my pig save, my, what did I call it? Eggs and bacon and egg save. And then 53. Yeah, 53 is a good one. It's all good. There's some good land here. There's a lot of good fields on this map. All right, let's go pick up our subsoiler. I didn't even actually check to see what the horsepower of that was. 130. Oh, we should be fine, right? Ours is, I think, around that range. Yeah, we're 140. Perfect. So we'll get the one field subsoiled. We'll get it planted with grass. And we will... You know what? I'm actually going to... I'm not going to use the roller anymore. I do think that's not... It's just not a step that I feel like we need to take with our grass. I'd rather just pay a little bit extra and do the fertilizing. Just quicker. Fertilizing so much quicker. So on that note, I think we sell this back and get us a different seeder for grass. It's just a little bit wider. Some of the weeders that can do seeding are just a little bit better, I think. Although I should probably check to see how much this thing costs. How much money will we get back from this? Probably not much, right? It's like a couple $1,000, like 10,000 bucks versus a... Where is it? Let me get one of the boys to drive this over so I don't crash into something. Versus a what? One of the best seeders you can get is one of these, right? It's 18,000 bucks. It's double the price, but it's so much faster. We're gonna be doing a lot of grass. This thing is gonna take care of business. So it's not that bad. Is there like a... I mean, what's the size of that? That's 9 meters. Yeah, there's no way we get a 9 meter actual seeder. I mean, eventually we're going to need a real seeder, but we're not going to get a 9 meter. Yeah, there's just no way. None of these seeders that are that wide are even close to that price. So if we're just going to do grass, we definitely just want to get the weeder for now. Yep, I think we'll go with this one. And that should be good for us, especially once we sell this thing back. I'll go ahead and unload the little bit of seed we got here. Always repair and repaint your stuff before you sell it back, because it sells for more than what you paid for, what you repaired for and painted for. Not by a lot, don't get me wrong, but it does sell for more. Oh, plot 53. Yeah, I forget there's a difference between the plots and the fields. I mean, I'm not going to run it this way, but can I technically connect these together just so I can transport them together? Yes, although we are sagging in the back. Why do I have scratches all over the bottom of my little tines back there? I don't know. I don't know what your problem is. But it's called efficiency. That's what the problem is. Need to get a second tractor so we can run more than one thing at once. Yeah, you get back more than what you pay to fix it. That is correct. And repainting. Repainting is also same thing. You paint something, you get a little bit more than what you paid for. Grass is the way to go, but it is also extremely boring. So the sooner I can get off of grass, the happier I will be. I'll do grass because it's the smart move, but I do not like doing grass by any stretch of the imagination. It is very, very boring after a while. Alright, let's unhook that last little bit there. We'll come back for you here in a moment. Plow up all this hard-earned crop that somebody planted that we have no desire of keeping. It would never be worth the rental of the equipment to pick it up. We couldn't get the other field, Joe, yet, because we could go ahead and join those fields up with this thing, but that's alright. We'll get it done later. Goodbye, sugar beets. There's a new beet in town. Have you not heard? Red beets. I don't feel like starting a contract right now, actually. I've already done quite a few contracts. The only other contracts right now are tedding, and I'm not going to do the tedding ones. I don't like the tedding contracts. They're not worth the time, in my opinion. I mean, I could do fertilizing, but I don't have. I mean, I'd have to rent a tractor, or lease a tractor, but I'll be fine. If it was a silage contract, I'd take that, but baling hay contracts, no, thank you. Yeah, I could start a contract for a second tractor, but I'm not going to right now. If I was going to actually do the contract, I would, but I'm not going to start a contract just to get a second tractor. That's not how I'm going to that's not how I'm going to play the game. Like I said, if I plan on doing it for sure, 100%, that's the way to go. Yeah, I'm not going to cancel. That's not how I play the game. But it is definitely a legitimate way to do it. I actually like the contract mod that I picked up for Valley Spring, where it actually penalizes you. Like, you have to pay extra if you cancel a contract, because that stops that kind of behavior where you're like just grabbing contracts just for the sake of borrowing somebody's tractor that, you know, you weren't planning on doing the contract. I actually think you should be penalized more than that. Have I ever thought about playing Construction Simulator? I have not actually thought about playing Construction Simulator, no. Truth be told, I haven't never even seen a video of it. I mean, I've seen some of the other, like, simulators, you know, like the trucking simulators and things like that. But no, I've never actually seen the Construction Simulator before. How do I feel about buying and selling land? I don't buy and sell land unless... I did it earlier because I was trying to fix a bug. And then I sold the land back before I did anything with it over here because I decided that it was not anything I wanted. But if you're buying land just to harvest the crop and then sell it back, I think that's a little bit gamey. And that's not... I mean, you play how you want to play, but that's not... I don't think I've ever done that. But yeah, you could buy the entire map, harvest the entire map, sell the entire map, and literally never plant a single thing in your life. Like it's technically a allowed way to play the game. The game allows that, but like, what's the point? Like, where's the fun in that? I mean, if you're going to buy and sell land and do that, your best thing to buy is just buy grass fields, harvest the silage, and sell the land back, move from there. Keep buying field 71 over and over again. Every time it regrows grass, buy it, sell it. I mean, you'd have to borrow money to buy it, but you would sell it as soon as you were done with it. So you would never actually have a debt because you paid back the loan the moment you, like the same month that you took it. Like taking a loan out for a single day just to get something for a moment and then immediately paying it back, that's probably a little bit more okay, because I mean, that could happen in real life. I can go take out a loan on I don't know, a car or something like that, and if I paid it back literally the same day I took out the loan or the same month, you know, before interest hit, you know, depending on the structure of the loan, a lot of times you would not pay any interest. You would totally break even. So, stuff like that is kind of normal. But usually if you buy a plot of land, you're not going to sell the plot of land back in real life for the same value that you paid for it. Sometimes you'll sell it for more, and I'll give you that, and that's not represented in the game either. So there's so both sides of that coin are not represented in the game. Losing money on a plot of land, nor gaining money on a plot of land. But obviously it's not realistic to just sell all a plot of land for the exact same value. But I guess if you sell it in the same month, but again, once you've taken the crop off of it, wouldn't the value of the land go down? Because I would think that if you're buying a field that has crop already on it, part of the value of that field or that land is the value of the crop that is on it to begin with. Yeah, I might enjoy Construction Simulator. Well, that might be something I'll look at some point. You never know. I tried out the Trucking Simulator game once. Probably not one I'll play that much. I might give it another try someday just to see if I just was in a weird mood that day, but it was not one that I was enjoying that much. It's definitely faster than the plowing. I'll give you that. That's subsoiling. Plus, the subsoiler is just more pleasant to my brain. The plows with the angles and stuff, it hurts my brain sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to look at this. Oh, we're almost done here, and then we'll be able to put some grass down. And since we just harvested our grass on our fields, the timing of the grass should be, actually it might be off by one cycle. I can't remember when you plant fresh grass. I can't remember if that's the same cycle as fresh harvest or not. If it is off by a cycle, that's fine. It'll re-sync after the winter. I mean, this field right here is going to have more grass than our other fields combined, I think. Just about. funny. I saw a video about somebody who was talking about a infinite money hack for Farming Simulator. And the way they presented it was, if you plow when you have field stones turned down, then you bring up field stones. And then you can run the field stone thing over it and gather up field stones. And then you can just replow that same field again, get more field stones, pick up the field stone, plow, get it, and just rinse and repeat that cycle over and over again. And I'm like, isn't that literally the exact same thing as planting seed and harvesting it? Like, literally identical. It's not an infinite money hack. It's just a different type of harvest. You're harvesting field stones instead of harvesting crops. Literally no difference. Except I don't think the field stones sell for hardly anything. So if you're going to do that much work, then you might as well just put some crop down and actually get some real money. Oh, yeah. Came to PS Plus a month or two ago, and yeah, it hasn't been turned off since. Sounds about right. Like, when I first got introduced to this game, I played this game so much. I mean, I still played a lot, obviously, for the YouTube channel, but even on my own time, I used to play it all the time. I don't play it on my own anymore. If I'm sitting down playing Farming Simulator, it's for the videos. I don't play it just for fun anymore. Not that I don't have fun. It's just, if I'm in the middle, there's certain games that if I'm going to play, I'm like, well, I want to share that with people. I don't want to just play by myself. That just feels boring. Now, there are some games that I play by myself because that's just how I enjoy them. I don't have to talk through them or anything like that. But a lot of games, I'm just like, if I play them and I'm like, something cool happens, I'm like, man, I wish I had the video recorded for that. Not that there's a lot of cool things happening in Farming Simulator, to be fair, but more other games, I guess. I think we bought this field first in the original Elmcreek, didn't we? We might have bought this one and 48 at the same time, actually. I actually don't remember. I'm really having fun with that Zelanka map. If you guys have not checked out the premium expansion yet, I mean, if you're interested in new maps, then I definitely recommend it. Obviously, you can get new maps for free off the mod hub, and that's probably fine. And then some of those maps come up with their own crops, so that's cool too. So if you don't want to pay for the premium, I can totally get that. But I think it's pretty cool. Oh, did I forget to actually get the, I think I forgot to get the soil mapping, didn't I? That's a bummer, because I think that means that we will not get credit for the plowing. Oh, I just bought this. You should not be allowed to buy stuff for a field you don't have. I mean, we'll eventually want this, so it's not the end of the world. It should not let you buy stuff for a field you don't have. That makes no sense. I guess... No, that's not true. I guess it's good to have soil information for a field you're thinking about, because then you know how good the soil is. So I guess it's not completely abnormal, but I wish you hadn't let me do that. That's okay. All right, so now we're good here. I don't think we got credit for the plowing, though, did we? Plowing is... What am I trying to say? Wrong button. I think it's the bottom one, so I don't think we actually did get credit for it. It's all right. We'll get credit for it the next cycle it comes around. And you plant crops where you did put your something up next to the road, and you plant the crops here. Not sure what you mean. Alright, that is done. Let's go get our... You know what? I forgot to fill up the seeder with seed. That's okay. We brought some down here. Shoot, deer. Go. Go. Get off my field. Off the field. Go, 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 go. Oh, 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 I'm faster than you. Oh. We're gonna have some deer jerky tonight. Alright, that is that. Where do I want to park this thing? I'll just put it up against the barn over here. Out of the way. Oh, can I plant the new crops here? No. I don't think they're even in the list because I don't have it loaded. Yeah, they're not in the list. If I were to load it, the DLC, I think I could. But I cannot because I don't have it turned on. Oh, thought I was connected. I did not know the dog keeps the deer away. That's pretty cool. But if I get a dog, then how am I supposed to run over the deer and get some meat that the government doesn't know about? I'm kidding. Kidding, I don't do that. Alright, cool. Got some seed. This is actually really good cedar for grass. Really, really cheap and very wide. I mean, if you're talking about in real life, yes, I get it. Deer eat crops. And in real life, dogs keep deer away, and yes. But in the context of the game, deer do not eat crops. And if they do, there's no fathomable way those deer eat enough to actually make any sort of difference on the yield of a field. But I'm pretty sure they don't. There's no way. That's not. Why would they simulate that? Same thing with the birds. What am I supposed to do? Put a scarecrow in the middle of the field? Alright, turn on the weeder. Lower the weeder. And go. Shouldn't take us long to get this seated up. We'll be good to go. A little hard to see. I might actually let one of the sons take over because they can... Apparently they got better eyesight. Probably because they're younger or something. Alright, get that rolling. Let's see. So that's all the grass. So we are... I think we might be in the same cycle. No, see, this is already growing. I think this is actually a cycle ahead. Yeah, we're actually on perfect nitrogen, surprisingly. But this is on growth stage 1, and this is probably just harvested. Yep. Okay, so actually that's going to be a cycle ahead. I had it backwards. I thought this would be a cycle behind, but it's the other way around. No biggie. Sometimes I like workers taking over just when it's hard for me to see things. Part of the reason it's hard for me to see is because I do have lights shining in my eyes for the camera, so it makes it a little more challenging for me to see stuff. You ever go for that last 0.01% of a bale at the other end of the field and have it fly away on you? No, I have not. What is this thing? Some sort of... I was going to say what I thought this was, but it's not. That's not what that is. What is this thing? Tree planter plants new trees into the ground. You can buy pallets of saplings at the shop to fill this planter. So this is a planter. Okay. Peculiar. I guess someday I'll try the trees in this game, but I never have. I say I never have. I think I tried them for 5 minutes one time. It did not go well. Let's put it that way. Trees are not my thing. I pride myself on having pretty good hand-eye coordination, but when you're trying to do the little big tippers and buckets and choppers and whatever else things, I think that's less hand-eye coordination and more, is the game programmed in a way that makes it easy for you to do what you're supposed to do? Like, I think if I was doing it in real life, I'd be able to do it because it'd be more tactile. Is that the right word? Or like more feedback. Whereas in the game, there's just not much feedback. And so here's all the DLC I have installed right now. So like I said, I don't have the... I do have the... where is it? It's in here somewhere. There's the precision farming, and then I also have... Oh, I thought I had the platinum expansion. Do I not see that? Oh, there it is right there. So I have the platinum expansion. I just don't have the premium expansion. I might turn on the premium expansion, because why not? We'll see. Must be a PS4 thing. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not sure. Tractor is so dirty. Oh, it's incredible. That is a dirty tractor. Yeah, better positional awareness in real life. I agree. All right, we'll get this done, and then we'll be ready to fast forward to another mowing cycle. I mean, I guess I can check to make sure no other interesting contracts popped up. Not really. I mean, I could go do a weeding contract for $300. I mean, if somebody was going to pay me $300 in real life for about 15 minutes of weeding, 100% I'd go do that. It's funny how, now that I think about it, like, $300 is literally nothing in the context of this game. Not worth your time. But if I put it into real life terms, $300 for about 15 to 30 minutes worth of work is ridiculous. So, yeah. I think I can take over for this last row, my friend. Oh, I hope this last row will actually fit. I think it will, barely. Cool. All right, that is done. Birds grazing on the field looks like grass piles from afar. Yeah, that's probably true. I can see that. I guess we'll put this right where we had the other thing. Since that spot is empty beside our building over here. Oh, I didn't see the basketball go. Alright, that is done. Let's, I need to fertilize this, but I think I need to let it grow a cycle first. This over here said it was perfectly fertilized, so we shouldn't have to touch it. Yeah, I mean, it's more than perfectly fertilized, so it's beyond perfect. So, I think we're good to fast forward. I don't think there's anything else for us to do today. We've already got some silage over here ready to ship off as soon as that time comes back around. Still at 2%. So let's fast forward. See if we get any new contracts, or again, I'm trying to limit the number of contracts, but we still need to do some. That's just part of the game. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be. You can completely avoid contracts, but it can often be good to do some. All right, so let's go ahead and get these fertilized now that we got a little bit of a grass growth. Yeah, I mean, I could get a front loader in Belfort, but there's no reason to. I can just haul them over there with the trailer, and that's just as simple. I only have to haul them once. So my mom always said, if you pick something up once, don't put it back down, just have to pick it up again. So if I just haul it on the trailer, I might as well haul it on the trailer when it's time to drop it off, and then it drops off immediately. And then I don't have to pick it up again with the Belfort. I think my mom was talking about my toys when I was cleaning up cleaning up the house, but you know, same thing. I mowed over the edge, I can't really see the field. Now, I could see the justification of if you bought the biogas plant actually fermenting your silage in one of the pits over there, one of the silage bunker silos. I have done that before, fermenting stuff in the bunker silo. I mean, yeah, you could definitely regulate how much you're selling, but at the end of the day, when I'm selling silage, I'm going to sell all of it, so there's no regulation needed. It will all get sold at the same time. Unless, of course, the biogas gets full, which sometimes does happen, technically. The animal feed place doesn't get full, I'm pretty sure. So, in fact, at least I've never filled it up myself. But the bunker silo, or the biogas, because it's also a processing plant, does have an internal storage. Same thing with the bakery. If you go drop off eggs at the bakery, more than likely you will not be able to drop off all your eggs. Although I guess that depends on how many eggs you have. Grass doesn't need a lot of fertilization, which is good. Should be relatively cheap. Um, you may be right about only have so many bales on the map, but I have never been in a situation where I've come close to ever hitting a limit. I mean, I've had 100 bales on the map before. I've had a couple hundred bales on the map before. Never had an issue. I think I've had 500 bales, come to think of it, because I remember a time where I had to take 20 trips with that 24 baler, the one that holds 24, and so 20 trips would be 480. So I think I was right at 500. Because you can have a lot of bales. I mean, there may be a limit, but it's a limit far beyond any reasonable number that anybody should ever have at one time anyway. When I had 500 bales, it was just because me and my buddy were trying to see how many bales we could just get at once and just go sell them all at once, just to be silly. But it was we never did that again. Like that, we very quickly decided, you know what, that was a waste of time. We're never going to do that again. It was worth a lot of money, I'll give you that. But it also took a significant amount of time to transport. All right, that's that. I believe we are good on our grass fields to wait for them to grow. Still need to put some lime down. And I guess we do have the money for the lime now that I think we didn't buy the second field. I was going to avoid anything, right? Because we were going to get the second field. But now that we don't have the second field, I think we cannot. These are very expensive. I wish we had one of these that could do lime. And there's probably a mod that allows you to turn one of these into a lime spreader. But that's okay. We'll come back to the lime later once we can afford it. Not a big deal. Once we sell some silage, we'll be able to get it pretty quickly. And it is important to get the lime just so we can get our precision farming score up. Cool. All right. I think we fast forward and be able to... So we're in growth stage 2 of 3 here. Oh, actually, we're in 2 or 3 over here, aren't we? I think we are actually synced up. I think I was wrong. We are. Okay, cool. We are fully synced. And we'll be able to mow everything all at once. Oh, I was going to check contracts. I kind of forgot. Oh, still just the tedding. Okay. That's barley harvest. That's $10,000 barley harvest. Wow. Not going to lie, that's tempting. Which field is that? 32? Oh, that's a big one. Still, $10,000 barley harvest? Oof. It's tempting. No. We're going to say no. If I had other things to do, I would. But I'd rather just get my stuff mowed and get my silage sold off. Because that is going to be... I guess the one negative of not collecting all of my silage at once is that I don't have it fermenting right now. But we should have it be able to get fermented in time before January. Because we're going to be mowing it here in just a moment. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward then. If we get to the time when it's time for us to mow and bale, we might grab a contract that month because we will definitely have time. Oh, PS4. Yeah. I was going to say, I've never had, obviously on PC, I mean, I usually have a pretty powerful computer, so I've never seen a problem with any sort of stuff in one place. We could forage now. I don't think I've ever foraged grass. Do you, like, what's the point of foraging grass? Do you get more? Get the same and you can just do it a cycle sooner? I honestly don't know. I've never tried grass foraging before. Ooh, great demand at the animal dealer. It's probably not silage. It is not. What is it for? Something stupid. Grass. It's literally for grass. We're not selling grass to the animal dealer. No, thank you. All right, one more month and then we can do that. Manure spreader, windrower. We don't like. I mean, I've used that windrower before. It's not terrible, but I don't usually use that one these days. I mean, I could look at the contracts, but I really don't want to do them until we have our own thing. All right, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna ignore the contracts until next month. We're gonna be mowing here in a moment, and then we can look at contracts, because then we'll have stuff to do on our own farm, which means we have time. I'm glad we got that extra field though. That's gonna be a lot of extra grass. So get some good silage from that. All right, it is time to mow. All right, check the used equipment. You know, it's a nice one, but more than we can afford right now. That's actually really cheap. Consider it's 57% off. Wow. All right, now we could take contracts if we wanted to. Again, I really don't want to do tedding. Cultivating we could do. It's not terrible. I mean, we could pick up some of the harvesting contracts. Oh, it's potatoes. Potato contracts take so long. We could take this one, though. Let me think. Okay, we're going to be mowing on our field. And then baling, windwarding, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if we have... how many? Because I only have 2 free workers, right? I'm trying to think if we have enough free workers for more than one thing. We could just take all the oak contracts and just knock them out with the same kind of 2 pieces of equipment. Like I could borrow equipment from this contract and borrow equipment from this contract. We'll have 2 harvesters running at the same time. That might not be bad. I mean, some of these oak contracts are probably not worth the effort. I mean, it's really not worth the effort to go do a $300 oak contract. But if we're going to be in the area, I suppose we could. Yeah, let's go ahead and borrow the equipment from this one. And we'll borrow the equipment from this one. And then we will accept just one of these other big ones. That's probably... we're in 49 and 80. I mean, we'll do 79, I guess. 79's down there with 80, isn't it? Yeah. Wait. I looked at that wrong. Which contract do we have? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. 70 and 79 is what I was trying to... it was not 80, it was 70. Like, that's not big enough. 70 is... it's over there. That's a big field. I mean, yeah... it's 2 swipes to go do 79. I don't think we're going to do that. That's just too puny. We might do some of these other, like, $1,000 ones, though. We can go knock out 43. We can go knock out 51. Maybe 62. We'll figure it out. Let's grab 43. So, grab you. Let's just grab the trailer first. Why do I feel like that trailer is way too big for this thing? Is this the right one? Yeah, I think it's the right one. It's kind of weird. Alright, where are we going to? 43 probably first. Just get that one checked off the list. Which is actually right over here. On the way to 70. So that would work. And then what's the other one we have? 8 way up there. Okay. Let's go to 43 with you. You start heading towards... eight. That's weird. Oh. Okay, there it goes. I was gonna say, sometimes usually magnets, like, it locks in. It just took a second for it to. There it goes. Excuse me, car. Should be more careful trying to fly through a parking lot. Alright, let's get you headed over to field 8. And I will grab, let's grab, oh, you're stuck, aren't you? What are you stuck on? Oh, a car. Alright, you know what? We don't need traffic. Traffic is annoying. Traffic, go away. See, problem solved. I like traffic on some of the maps because it gives you some ambiance, but traffic on this map is kind of just annoying, to be honest. Especially with some of the narrow, like the narrow bridge there and things like that. Harvester is way too big for this tiny little field, but that's all right. It'll go quick. I don't even think it'll fill up the harvester. I think it'll be able to just carry its load over to the next field and move on with its life. I technically do have well, I think I do. I think I have the enabled straw swaths pickup off contracts turned on, but that's okay. We're not going to mess with that right now. We're going to be using our baler for our own grass fields here in a moment anyway. Usually the only time I use the straw swaths off of contracts is if I had animals to feed and I didn't want to have to harvest my own straw. Just get it from a contract, usually easier. Right, you're still trucking along. Let's get you set up to go over there. What do you mean borrowing a contract from a... Oh, yeah. Well, the traffic is irrelevant, though. Like, you're telling me that in real life, a van is going to do stupid things that can completely shut down a harvester? I mean, that makes no sense. If the traffic in this game was more logical, then yeah, sure, fine. But it's just a cosmetic. Traffic is just a cosmetic. So I think your argument is actually doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, traffic literally serves no purpose in this game. Other than, like I said, be ambiance. It's like the deer. It's like the crows. It's the only difference is it's like the deer, the crows, and the people that walk around, right? The only difference is I can drive around those. I drive through those. They just exist as visual, things. Whereas the actual cars The cars are tanks, right? Like they're immovable. It literally, they can flip an entire tractor over, which is it's really funny, but it's just not one of those things. I like having the traffic on and getting some of the maps where it like looks cool, but sometimes there's no point. Traffic serves no purpose. No, that's fine. You can observe all you want. I can also have my opinion all I want. There's some sorghum right there. I mean, if we're able to dish off this oats and pick up that sorghum contract, that wouldn't be too bad because obviously it's the same harvester. So we'll just have to get the trailer over here to pick up whatever oats we harvest. Too bad these don't drop off at the place right behind us. A lot of times they do, and that's real easy. All right, let's go with that. Good stuff. Get you figured out. I like these JPCs for or JCBs. I don't know why I said JPC. Weird. JCBs for transporting because they're very fast. They can go 40 miles an hour. That's really nice. Now, obviously, the semi is better, but of all the tractors, these are one of the better tractors to just transport stuff. Plus, you can get these with street tires, technically, I think. Well, street-ish. Street adjacent. Not true street tires, but less knobby tires. Love the traffic cone that's out in the middle of the road back there. Like, it's what purpose does that serve? Make cakes. Our goal is to make a cake. Or some cakes. I'm probably going to make more than one cake. Let's put it that way. Cakes take a lot of ingredients, and that's where we're going to be going for. I mean, it's literally a redo of the original Elmcreek run, just hopefully with less debt and silliness as far as getting a whole bunch of loans and other things like that is concerned. Just to see if things are better, you know, like learned anything. All right, trailer is here. Should be able to go mow our own fields now. Oh, you're actually dropping a straw swath. That's all right. Stick piling Lincoln to make whatever. Actually, someday I will do I do want to do the lumber so that I can make a roller coaster. I just want to do the roller coaster once. I may be miserable the entire time because I probably will hate the lumber side of things, but I just want one time. I want to make the roller coaster. Something tells me our grass piles are going to be a little bit large once I windrow all this together. Lumber's a good way to make money. I mean, I remember that you get some of those really tall trees that have really long sections, right? Because obviously the longer the longer than more complete the section is, right? And straighter it is, I believe you get like significant amounts of money from lumber. I will do lumber someday. I will. I keep saying I will, but I will. I know that I will. Because I just want to try it once. Oh, it's just collecting material. Yeah, yeah. I'm also fascinated by the fact that there's like a bazillion things you can make with lumber now. Right? Like it's just... There's so many things in this list that come from the lumber. I mean, originally there was just furniture, right? I think this is from the original. And then you get all this. Armoire, barrel, bathtub, bird. I mean, literally, it goes on and on and on and on and on. It's pretty crazy. They've also obviously doubled down on this being a forestry simulator as well as a farming simulator. Oh, I think our worker's done. He is... Is there really... Are there 3 types of lumber in the game? I've never actually looked. I guess we could look at the... would it be under the seedlings? There. Tree saplings. Those are both the same icon. Okay, there's poplar. And I'm guessing this is, it's hard to tell by the image. I'm guessing this was sort of pine tree or something like that. So maybe there, yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to play around with it sometime. There's 12? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I know there's some that, okay, I'm sorry. I know there's these, right? Like this is a different type of tree. That's an American elm, right? And then there's, you know, whatever else we got around here somewhere. Yeah, I get that there's different types of trees that exist. How many trees can you actually plant? Like how many can I go plant myself? And maybe it is 12, but I didn't think there was that many. But yeah, I knew that there was like tons of trees that of different types that exist out in the world. Can I bump you across the train track here? We're gonna try. Yep, there we go. And I think there's a little bridge over here. Pallets of tree saplings that then that changes 12 different times. You can plant them all. Wow, that's pretty cool. I need to get into the wood, the lumber stuff, just because I just need to try it. I'm afraid of the equipment that you have to use, but I shouldn't be. Because honestly, the only reason I don't know how to use the equipment is because I haven't used the equipment. Like that's how life is. If you don't practice with something, you don't get good at something, and that's just what I need to do. I need to practice with some of the forestry equipment, and eventually I'll get good at it. Now, I don't have time to put a forestry save in my lineup right now, but once one of these other ones finishes up, probably after the Valley Spring one, maybe I'll try it after that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll just call it Broyar finally tries lumber. Or finally tries forestry. Forestry Simulator 2030. I'm actually surprised this thing got basically a full load off that small field. Little unexpected. Where do these transport to? Oh, they are over there. Why did the icon look funny before when I looked at it? When I was on this guy, I thought it was southeast of me. Yeah, these both, I guess they both go to the same place? Or they all three go to the same place? Farmers market, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Find 2 to 3 pallets Over every tree next to the number 73 and sped up the clock. Oh, wow. Bet you got a lot of trees out of that. I do know that you can edit the XML files and instantly grow your trees within 1 day. I've done that before because I was experimenting. We were doing some multiplayer stuff. We were trying to figure out, you know, we were trying to learn something about the trees, and we didn't want to have to wait for to fast forward everything. So we literally, I just went into the XML files, sped up all the trees' growth to make them instantaneously full grown, and we loaded up the multiplayer game again. I forget what we were looking for. We were trying to figure something out about them. And it was so many years. This was actually back with FS22, so whatever I learned, I'm sure I've forgotten by now. Completely irrelevant at this point. 200 trees. Wow, that's a lot of trees. All right, little worker. Let's go. All right, you're good. You're waiting. And you're going. It's a mess and there are many differences with them. Yeah, that makes sense. We're actually gonna have quite a bit of grass. I'm gonna have to stop and bale, like stop the baler every like 10 feet because it's gonna be full. We're gonna get a lot off of these. I think 3 mows might be too much. I think 2 mows is the perfect number. 3 might be a little bit tall for the baler. We'll figure it out. Ah, I missed. Actually, what am I doing? Leave you rolling. Oh, turn you off for a second. Let's grab you. They work with tree cutters? That's good. Yeah, I mean, obviously some of the branchy trees, like the elm tree we were looking at just a second ago, I mean, those look nice, but they're not very, they're not, oh, really? Can we raise that? That's the front thing. I don't think we can raise that. Did I bring the wrong one out here? Trying to see if I can force it over. Ha! When in doubt, force it over. Like, I don't know what we can do. Like, it's so weird. I'm pretty sure this is the trailer that came with this contract. It's just, it's too tall for the harvester. Yeah, oak, maple, yeah, those all, yeah, because those all have, like, branches going all over the place. And you don't get very long, you know, planks. And the longer planks are worth more. I may have to swap trailers. When I drop off with that other trailer, I will swap them around. Is that a way to lower the... I don't think so. Yeah, weird. Yeah, you can level the horse just off. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, people do that in real life, don't they? There's a video I saw on YouTube. I mean, it's got a lot of views, so it literally went viral. So it's possible you guys have seen it as well. But there was a video of a guy who just literally went out into the woods, cut his own trees, built his own log cabin. It was pretty impressive. Basically just hand tools. I mean, chainsaws, yes, but like hand chainsaws. He didn't use like power equipment, like vehicles or anything like that. That I remember. You saw them all? I don't know what the sad face is for. I haven't seen the last of them, so if something sad happens, I guess I never knew. Unless you just mean that you spent so much time watching them, it's like, you know, that's many hours you'll never get back in your life. Well, I get that too. We all binge watch something every once in a while, don't we? Use one mod or another? I don't know what you mean. I was talking about a real life person who actually built a log cabin in real life. Not a farming simulator guy. Yeah, why not? I mean, this game is literally designed around mods. You should definitely use mods if you can. There's nothing wrong with it. Mods are a very important part of this game. Yeah, use an autoloader. Absolutely. I would not be playing this game right now if I didn't have an autoloader. I literally, I would have stopped playing Farming Simulator a long time ago if I hadn't found the autoloader mod. I must have gotten the trailers mixed up because this trailer definitely is shorter. Would be better for that other harvester. I actually took the time to fix the autoloader mod myself for the new expansion because it hasn't been updated yet. So I actually went into the game, the the mod files and fixed it so it works with the new premium expansion. I think the autoloader should be base game, just because it should just be a toggle you can turn on and off, right? So I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, so that if you want to play with it, you can play with it. No big deal. If you don't want to play with it, turn it off. It should be just an optional setting. I mean, honestly, the only reason I don't, the only reason I use the autoloader, literally the only reason, is because I don't have a lot of OCD type tendencies, but stacking stuff on a trailer is one of them. If I try to stack stuff on a trailer, and the physics in this game, they're not bad. I'm trying to think of a kind way to say this. The physics in this game are pretty good for what they need to do, but they do stupid things sometimes. The number of times where I have flipped a trailer or a tractor, flipped an entire tractor because the fork got hooked on the side of a trailer or something silly, and then the entire tractor just flips forward into the midair. I stopped using forklifts. Like it drives me up the wall, some of the physics in this game. So yeah, if I don't have an autoloader, I'm not playing this game. It's just not going to happen. Unless they fix the physics. If the physics was perfect or better, then maybe. But some of the physics are so ridiculous. It's like, yeah, you might need to fix that before I feel like this is worth me trying. Or at least add like when you unhook the front of the harvester onto the back of the harvester trailer, the header trailer, it locks in, right? It does like a little magnet, like chunk, where it locks in. Fine, don't have an autoloader, but have it where when I load a pallet onto the back of a trailer, it'll snap in, because at least that way I know that it's not so much that I want it to snap in so it's perfect, but I do want it perfect. But mostly so it snaps in so it just doesn't move when I bring the next one over, and then everything just flies off. And like it drives me up the wall. Like I can tell you right now, me and my buddy, we both have the same opinion. When we were playing multiplayer, we literally stopped playing the game because we were having so much issues with the forklifts and stuff like that. And so that's how I found the autoloader mod, is because I wanted us to be able to play the game again, and we were having so many issues with just physics related, not because we couldn't figure out how to use the equipment, literally physics related issues that we had to I had to find a mod just so we could actually enjoy playing the game again. I mean, for those of you that play on the consoles and you can't have the autoloader mod, more power to you, but I mean, it's and if you can figure out how to do it, I mean, look, I've watched the Farming Simulator e-games, esports or whatever. If you ever watch that, those guys are incredible. Those guys are flipping bales all over the place. It's awesome to watch. More power, kudos to them, whatever. But I play this game to have fun, and if I'm having to deal with physics, oh, it will drive me up the wall. I think it's funny that, speaking of physics, the regular trucks with like one of these trailers, like the ones that we're using for harvesting. Let me just show you this because I think it's kind of funny. Any of these trailers here, you put on the back of a truck, even especially like the semi ones, if you go too fast around a corner, can almost guarantee you're going to flip. However, I have never, ever, I think it's impossible. I think the physics literally are impossible. But if you have this bad boy, this thing is impossible to flip. Literally, the physics are apparently turned off for it. You can go as fast as you want around a corner, as much as you want. It is impossible to flip this. It's hilarious. Just that certain things have different physics. Sorry, I had to turn that off because it was loud in my ear, and I was trying to think and talk at the same time. I bet our harvesters are full. I wasn't paying attention. I also kind of think the physics should be turned off when you're driving, right? Like, it's funny the number of times that I've flipped something in a really awkward and strange way, and the acrobatics that I've had to perform to flip a massive, fully loaded, you know, semi-pallet trailer or whatever over, or some big tractor over, is pretty hilarious. I have discovered that these guys right here, harvesters are one of the best vehicles to flip a very full tractor, trailer, whatever, anything back onto its front. These things are mega powerful, and they can just push it back up onto its side. But I have the number of times that I have flipped something, I can't even count. It happens so often. And usually because I'm usually not even going that fast. It's just, you're going just fast enough that the physics are like, nope, you're flipping now. I mean, I could flip this tractor right here right now, probably. What's there? Strong one button. Trying to hit the, I have to forward you real quick. Now, the funny thing about tractors is that if you flip them, they can usually upright themselves. Because they can do the whole break-dancing spin move and eventually upright themselves. This one might not be fast enough. I might actually be about to... Actually, this one's not fast enough to flip. I don't think there's any way this one flips. Yeah, I can't get this one going fast enough. Some of the other tractors I can flip pretty easily. But then you just spin around on the wheels until you flip back up again. Until the momentum of you spinning tips you right back up again. It is what it is. All right. Let me go make sure these guys are good. Let's get you loaded up. I actually don't think you'll fill up all the way anyway. Probably should have transported you at 71%, come to think of it. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I think so. I think FS22. I think I've seen crossplay listed in some of the multiplayer stuff. I've never tried it personally. But I want to say that I've seen it listed, so I could be wrong, though. I mean, I technically have FS22 on Xbox right now because I have the Game Pass, but I've never actually tried connecting with it. Like I said, you might need to double check. I could have sworn I saw it listed. I just don't know. I really don't know. That I could be giving you false information. I had an FS22 server for a long time, but I think I finally just got rid of that a while back, like a month or so ago. No, I mean, you would, if you're playing if you're playing together, you see the other person and you can see that they're walking up to the log. Like they wouldn't be phased where they're both picking up literally the same thing and it's in both of their, like, unless you're picking it up together. If you're talking about picking it up together, then I don't think that's a thing. If you're talking about where it's literally two different people have two different logs, but it's technically the same log, that's also not a thing. So, no, it's like you're living in the same world. There might be a mod that allows you to... Well, no, that would just... No, I don't think there'd be any way that you could have a mod that allows two people to pick up the same log. Pretty confident that would not be a thing either. I mean, logically, it makes sense. You get that side, I'll get this side, but pretty sure there's no way that they have that simulated in the game anywhere. All right, we'll go ahead and turn in field 43 because we did not borrow equipment for that one. It's not worth a lot, but, you know, we were there. It was easy to do while we were there. All right, this tractor's going to come over here to this other field. Well, actually, I guess he doesn't have to go over this other field. Because that other tractor's actually probably going to go back down to that big field, maybe? Unless, how far along is he down there? Is it even worth driving that? Yeah, it is still worth driving that other guy over. So you need to drop off. So let's bring you over there to finish grabbing his stuff. Yeah. Two people can have a heavy log, yeah. One from each side. I mean, it would be cool to have something like that, I guess, implemented, but I don't think they could map that in physically. I could come pick up this straw if I really wanted some extra money, but I don't think we're going to waste our time with this. Straw is not worth that much. That trailer's just the right height. This is the Goldilocks trailer. Just right. Alright, let me get this guy move into that other field. Help out with that big giant field. Or, I guess I could grab another contract nearby. Let's see what contracts we have that are close by that can also do oats. I mean, I don't really... Field 5 is literally right next to us, though, isn't it? It would be 2 passes. Okay, we'll do field 5. Because it's right here. There's no reason not to. Literally takes 2 passes right here. I mean, having 2 workers is great. Still a limitation. You know, being limited to 2 workers still means that, you know, I'm having to drive a lot more of this stuff around. I can't be mowing right now because I've only got the 2 workers. Which is okay. Like I said, it's just a limitation that I'm okay with, but it's interesting that I'm still finding it a bit of a limitation. Have to do some more testing. You want to build something epic? Yeah, I did too. Like I said, that's why I want to build the roller coaster someday. That would be epic. I think that'd be pretty cool. was hoping we'd be able to get our silage sold off today, but maybe I bit off one too many contracts. I don't know. We'll see. Still frustrated by those silage contracts at the beginning, but no point in being frustrated for too long. I actually don't know how the roller coaster thing works at all. I saw it listed somewhere, and maybe I've made up this entire thing. Maybe it's just a figment of my imagination that there's a roller coaster in this game somewhere, but I thought I saw it. And where you have to actually mine the metal and do the lumber to get all the pieces that you would need to make it. I just haven't really dug into it much more than just saw it in passing when I was reading something about the Platinum expansion. Alright, you're good, you're good, you're good to go drop off. Next we'll have you collect from over here. Alright, I think we do a little bit of mowing. Actually, I do want to start over here. I don't know why it feels better going around the right side. Oh, you can ride the boat? That's pretty cool. I think our work is done over there. Yep. You need to get out of the way, my friend. That was close. I guess we got 5 turned in. All $300 of it. $400, my bad. What's next? Next oats will be 51. Where's 51? Right over there by us. Yeah, why not? We'll get it on the way down there. Wish the sorghum field was available. It's right here. All right, let's get you headed down to 51. And let's get you dropped off. Oh, not you, sorry. You. With the bamboo, yeah, some of those structures are pretty cool. That's true. Bamboo is very strong, right? Like a ridiculously strong type of construction material, considering it's wood. I don't know why I still love watching the AI drive the vehicles around and stuff. It's cool to me. I know I say it every time, but it's still, I don't know, it still feels alive. We're gonna pass you. Oh, it's a drag race. Can we get there first? Nope, he's actually sped up. Oh, he sped up good. Just gonna slow down for the turn though. I got him. Once he slows down. Oh, there we go. Haha. Oh, it's the little things that bring me joy. You can lift an 11.5 foot spruce. I actually don't know how heavy spruce is in real life. I mean, I know some types of wood are very heavy and some are not so much. Really? Did you just crash because I ran you off the road? Did I run you off the road literally? I thought you would just stop. I assumed you would just be blocked and stop. Why are you turning? Oh, your wheels aren't touching the ground. I was like, why aren't you turning? All right, fine. Then we'll unhook for a second. That's my fault, Harvester. My apologies. I was having fun. Oh, I'm gonna have to finagle this a little bit more. Straighten that thing out a little bit. No, it's not gonna straighten, is it? There we go. That might be straight enough. There we go. You saw nothing. I mean, it wouldn't be a farming simulator save if I didn't have some ridiculous thing that I had to drag out of a pit. That time might have been my fault because I cut him off. I have had them drive into those pits on their own though, so it may not have actually been me. Sometimes the AI is pretty good. Sometimes it has a mind of its own, which I suppose is kind of the definition of AI, but never mind. straw that broke the camel's back is all too... Yeah, fair enough. Alright, get you rolling. You are... Need to go pick up some more stuff, I'm assuming. Yes. Eventually we'll get back to mowing our own field. Actually, some surprisingly good yields off of this. I guess we did fertilize it, right? Oh yeah, because it was fertilized from, I think it was fertilized from plowing under the sugar beets. But we didn't put lime on it, so we're getting some pretty good yields despite that. We get several bales off this field. It's a good thing we bought it. Didn't see any percentage updates, so I thought those guys might have been stopped. They're just larger fields, so it takes a bit for the percentage to tick up. And we're not even halfway done with field 70. Harmony wonders if we should just go ahead and get our grain mill for all this grain we're going to have extra left over from these contracts. But I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. Soon. Very soon, I think. I mean, we need enough money for a seeder, and we need enough money for a harvester. We get those two things and we could start doing grain. Oh no, I mowed down your sunflower seeds. pretty good field. I mean, this one's just got really good soil. Check our precision farming percentage. All right, that's done. What are we looking at for precision farming right now? Only 6%. Really? Why? I guess because of the pH, really. It's weird that the weed control's on there, but we don't get weeds on grass. I might need to spray them just to get credit for it. Obviously, we need lime. That's fine. Okay, I get that. We should put the lime down, but... okay, fair enough. You predict what the contract field yields by the contracts you create for said field. Better your own field. Use it for hay contracts. Use the contract field for instant silage. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, the contract doesn't turn into instant silage, I don't think, unless it asks for silage. I think. I've never tried it, though. Alright, let's go get our windrower. Get these things windrowed, ready to bale up our silage. As soon as we can afford to, we'll get the pH fixed on all these fields. That's a pretty big pile of grass. That might be too big for our baler. We might have bitten off more than we could chew. That is a tall peak. Might be 2 mows that is the sweet spot, not 3. We're going to get a lot of bales. Pretty strong feeling about this. I can't... trying to predict how many we're going to get. I don't know, but we're going to get a lot. What is my plan for cake? Start with bread, because obviously we need wheat anyway, and we can sell the wheat initially. We'll eventually have a strawberry greenhouse because we'll need strawberries, so we can sell those individually. We'll need eggs. We can sell those individually. We'll need milk. We can sell that individually, and then once we get all the pieces, then we can put them together and stop selling the individual parts, and we can sell the whole. I might save strawberries for last. Strawberries are the easiest to get, but they're also the most annoying because a year's worth of strawberries from the greenhouse is like massive amounts in the trailer. Like it because strawberries are so small, they produce a lot, you know. So some of the other ones are a little bit less annoying to deal with, even though they're a little bit more work. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Like I said, strawberries are very easy. Just putting a couple greenhouses somewhere, filling them with some strawberries and water. You're good to go. Well, not filling with strawberries. Filling with... select the strawberries from the list. Or whatever. However it works. I forget. It's been a while since I've done that. Turning on the strawberry production. All right, looks good. Let me go fix or take care of our harvesters real quick. Come back to you in just a moment. We'll get you out of the way. Oh, just under 20 bales, 18? That's probably fair. I mean, I should know the number because I've obviously done this before. I just forget what the number we came up with last time was. It has been well over a year since I put grass on those two combined fields. Plus, it's going to be a little bit less yield than usual because I normally do have the line put down. I'm just going to have you transport over to the other place while that other harvester's not doing anything. Technically, I have a worker free at the moment. All right, let's get you finished up. Yeah, this is just a single mow. I think 2 mows is just about perfect. As soon as we drop off for field 51, we'll be done with that one. Strawberries are automatic? Yeah, no, for sure. Well, you can sell everything. You can sell like any of the production facilities, but you don't sell them at full price. If you sell them from the strawberry place directly, you only get you don't get the full price, unfortunately. Pretty sure you get them at the price that they sell for on that given month. Which still may be worth it. I mean, they're automatic, so it still might be fine just to fill them up, let them sell themselves. You're still getting something for it, right? So it's not like it's hurting you. Set it and forget it. Well, other than giving it water. I think now that we got our extra field, I think we're going to stop doing contracts after this set. I just think contracts are... I don't know. I think they're slowing me down more than helping me at the moment. I'd already have my silage baled by now if I didn't have the contracts going. Maybe just do the one contract. That way I can have my worker doing both the harvesting and the driving of the tractor. Maybe the 2 contracts was one too many. Technically 3, but you know what I mean. 2 sets of vehicles. Pipe is extra long. It feels a little bit longer than it needs to be. All right, you're good. You can go pick up from that other guy. It's actually almost done over here, so should let him be able to let him finish up pretty quickly. All right, you're good. You're driving back. You're actually basically back. Just chill there. You can go ahead and drop off now. You're full enough. Go, 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 and back to you. Do I have beehives? Not yet. Don't think I'll need them for the cakes, right? Pretty sure bee honey's not in the cake mix. All right, that is done. Can we jump it? Boom. We might need to get our tractor repaired so that it has the power to pull this thing. Yeah, I think we should go repair real quick. It needs to have the full power to be able to pull that baler. I think the only thing that takes honey is the cereal, right? Don't remember, actually. We'll look at it later. I mean, it's so tempting because it's such a nice harvester. But we don't need one that crazy. And we can afford it anyway, but we might be able to afford it here soon, and I doubt it'll still be there though. Alright, repair it up. Pick up our baler and we'll be able to get a pretty good estimate of how many we can get. We might not be able to finish all our bales tonight, but we'll get close. Almost done with that contract. Made some pretty good progress. All right, baler, let's go. It's literally the exact same baler I have on Valley Spring, except this one is got a Fent label, the other one's got a Massey Ferguson. Otherwise, they are identical. Oh, wait, before I collect, I want to reset the bale counter. There we go. I want to see how many we get. And we already got half of one, so... Oh, I guess I didn't actually start. We got half of one, so I'll have to take that into account, but that's alright. Turn... Lower pickup. There we go. so much grass. We're gonna have a bale every 20 feet. Alright, 20 feet was a bit of an exaggeration, but it's still gonna be pretty fast. Beehives only improve yield for certain crops. Canola, sunflowers, I believe. I'll have to look it up here in a second. Beehives do... where is it? Under animals? No. Under... bees. Canola, sunflowers, and potatoes. Which I don't think we're going to be doing any of those because we don't need any of those for the cakes. Our worker fill up and I just missed it? Probably. Yep. I mean, bees are still good. I mean, obviously, because they're set and forget type of things. I mean, you still have to haul off the honey, but I think even if you don't haul off the honey, I think they still improve the yields, right? Like, if you have a good canola field or a good, you know, sunflower, potato, any of that kind of stuff, just setting up a beehive and just not even dropping off the honey is probably still works, probably. Scooch back, little bale. You're in the way. There we go. Nope, just doing the outside so far has gotten us 9, and we haven't even finished the outside yet. I'll scooch back a little bit. Go. I gotta get that grass. Just gotta stop sooner next time. Or go slower. That's why I wish I could do the 180s, because I would have time to actually wrap the bale before I had to drop off the next one. Instead, I've got to just kind of go at like 10 miles an hour to pace it out properly. Yeah, these are 150s. I changed the bell counter. It's the number on the left is the number for the reset. The number on the right is the number for this baler's entire life. The one on the left is the reset for just this, when I started this field. There might be a way to reset both, but all I really cared about is the number on the left right now. Because to be fair, the number on the right does count contract ones, which I don't really care about the contract ones. I mean, are we going to get 30 bales off this field? Maybe. Yeah, I think we will, right? 30 150 centimeter bales is a lot of silage. Oh my goodness. What is that? 30 is what? 165,000 liters, right? That's pretty good. At least the peak is actually not messing up the baler too much. I'm having to slow down a little bit more frequently, but other than that, it's not really causing any negatives. Well, I actually thought you were right when you said 18 to 20. Just under 20, 18. But, yeah, this is going to be more, for sure. All right, well, let's at least get this field finished up before the end of the stream, which is fine. Be able to get a fresh start next stream, finishing up that other field, finishing up the contract. Again, that might be... It's either going to be the last contracts we do, or the next time we'll just do, like, a single contract, just to have something going on the side. I really just don't want to do... I don't want to get stuck in this trap where I'm, like, having to babysit the contracts more than I'm working my own fields. Contracts are nice, but... they need to be nice as a bonus, not nice as a distraction. This middle pile's not quite a full width, so it's not going to be quite as many. Still 26 bales. It's not bad. That's just the first field. How fast can you do number 71? I don't think 71 is... Yeah, 71's not available right now. We did 71 earlier, though. That's where we got the 100 and some odd bales from this baler, I think. A lot of that came from 71. Oh, did I forget to put the... I forgot to put the thingy down. Oh, I gotta move my trailer out of the way, don't I? Yeah, I left my cut on the field. Yeah. I mowed 3 times before I ever windrowed and baled. So this is 3 mowings worth. There's no point in bailing every single time. It's a little bit less work this way. I mean, I'm having to stop, pretty frequently, but, overall, I'm only having to run the baler once. And if this was a square baler, I wouldn't have to stop at all. Yeah, I don't know I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying, but I mean, I guess how fast I can do a field depends on if I've got other things going on at the same time. Obviously, it's taken me more than an hour to do my own little tiny fields here. That's also because I've been doing other things at the same time. All right, I know we're a little bit over time. I'll go ahead and get this field finished up. We'll call it there. I know I said that about the last field, but it's the civilization addiction. One more turn. Plus, I'd actually like to get the contracts finished so I can get those turned in before I end. Just so we don't have the same issue where they bug out again. 36 bales between the two fields so far. That's pretty solid. Let's get you, let's see. I might get you dropped off already, or I might, let me just come up beside him and fill up a little bit. We're almost done. Actually, let me give him a second. Turn around. We're gonna have 50 bales easily. I mean, I know this grass field has only got one mowing on it, so it's not gonna be quite as dense, but it's still gonna be pretty solid. 2 more passes and we're done. Nice. And good. We'll get this contract finished and we'll move on. We'll be able to start fresh next week. I'm gonna actually take over for a second because you're gonna turn around slow. I'm a little bit faster at turning around than you, my friend. All right, let's get this driven over. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I don't know what you mean. So it's okay. No worries. This contract, I mean, as annoying as this contract was, it might actually give us enough money to get that other field and get that set up with grass now that we just finished a harvesting round. Get that back on a cycle with everything else as well. Just realized I left this thing in all-wheel steering. Front-wheel steering, there we go. It's a little more stable. All-wheel steering is a little bit unstable when you're driving 40 miles an hour down the highway. All right, get this dropped off. Turn these in. Come January, we're going to have some good money coming in. I can't wait. Actually, other than before buying that other field, I might just need to get me a better trailer to transport all these goods to the market. All these bales. It will take a lot of trips with that little tiny trailer. All right, extra 5,000 bucks on top, almost 6,000, and that's that. And let's turn these in. That potato kind, it always looks so good, right? $38,000. That's amazing. But my goodness, do those take forever? Those take forever. All right, cool. And these are all just still tedding? Yes, they are. So we got 12,000 bucks from that. $63,000, not bad. And that's just getting started. But I do think we would just be better off just focusing on our own silage at this point. If we see a silage contract, we might do it on the side. Other than silage contracts, I don't think there's anything else that needs to waste our time. I think we're better off harvesting, pushing through with our own stuff. Like the reason contracts are good is because if you have a lot of debt and you have a lot of leases, the contracts can help pay for that debt, right? That interest rate and that lease money. But we have no debt. We have no leases. So for me to I could fast forward 5 years right now and it's no big deal, right? So it's better for me to harvest my stuff, fast forward till it becomes silage, go sell it, and we're game. So I think contracts are going to be mostly a thing of the past starting next time. So if you've been watching and you don't like contracts, well, next time I will try to do 0 or very few. If you do like contracts, well, I guess sorry. I think it's just better for us to not do them anymore. But there we go. That's going to be it for today's episode or today's stream. We will be doing this again, obviously, next Wednesday. The next live stream for me will be Saturday. We're going to be starting a brand new civilization save because we finished up Indonesia last Saturday. So this coming Saturday is Gorgo, I want to say. So Greece might be fun. We shall see. And then, of course, I'm still doing Football Manager on Mondays. And again, if you like the Farming Simulator content, there are 2 Let's Plays going at the moment. One for Bally Spring, one for the new Sri Lanka. Both of them are a lot of fun. That would be it, though. I appreciate... what are your numbers from that base field? Your complete yield and complete time. I'm not sure, honestly, what my numbers are. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I appreciate everybody who came out or whoever watched the VOD after the fact. And I will see you guys next time.